Greetings. This is Polly of the Spooky Polly. This is the day after the verdict of Donald Trump in New York City. Now, I live in New York City. I knew there was going to be a guilty verdict. There's only one way that could have ended. If the whole purpose of the trial was to take Donald Trump out of campaigning and hopefully, maybe get him in prison. But I knew that was rigged when they put 2 lawyers in there. I was to make sure that if anyone was a holdout, you had 2 lawyers say, no, this is love, this is valid. So they came out guilty on all counts. What does this mean? It means, I tell you one thing, that the election in November may be totally invalid. You go to these attempts to slow down your opponent, if not put him in jail. How does that validate the November election? You talk about a fair and open process. How was this fair? How was this open? That's one of the many things that are going to cause problems. But it's something that others aren't telling you, but I am. The problems here do not originate in America, but over there, in Switzerland, in Davos. For years, they've terrorized Europe, bringing immigration, destroying economic policies, causing wide inflation, destroying the national character of these countries. And now they've set their eyes on America. They want to do the same thing here. Massive immigration, destroy our economy. Most politicians go along with this. And people say, Polly, Davos, what's that? It's a bunch of billionaires. Yeah, it's a bunch of powerful billionaires. Almost, every corporation, major corporation in America, has ties to Davos. They spread the money around. See, Polly, how can you prove that? How can I prove that? But I can see the results and largely figure this thing out. This isn't just... You have to look how everything is top down. Media gets their orders and they follow it. Congress gets their orders and they seem to follow it too. We live in a corrupt society. It is corrupted by billions and billions and billions of Davos dollars. The World Economic Forum, they're your bad guys. They're the James Bond villain Spectre. Instead of Blofeld, they have what's that Crouch name? I forget. I don't want to remember anyhow. But the long term of this is that they're destabilizing America. Shit, this election is already tainted. You see, it's just 40% of those Republicans, those MAGA supporters. That's a lot more than that. And you need even anywhere near that amount to cause trouble. They're not going to accept the election. If Joe Biden wins, it will not be accepted. It's not going to be just January 6th. It's going to be a hell of a lot bigger than that. And also, those Republicans, those conservative commentators I saw yesterday that said, well, don't worry, Trump won't go to jail or anything like that. Don't be too sure of that. They've gone through a great lengths to come out to Trump. He cannot win that election. But if they see the new world order they're trying to establish, Trump is a major impediment to it. America is now in those sights. They're taking care of Europe. Now they're going to take care of us. Do you think they won't put Trump in jail or try to? You're wrong. At the very least, they weren't trying to put him on house arrest. It may do something worse than that. If they want him out, there is an ultimate way to get him out. Those that say, well, no, they won't do that. The heck they won't. The World Economic Forum is a lawless bunch. They believe whatever they do is right. They're no different than, Adolf Hitler is Nazis. Remember the Night of the Long Knives? And they got rid of all their enemies? But yeah. No law here except the law of a gun. The lawfare they're using on Trump is the same. You don't hear the loud bang, bang, bang of pistols, but it's still the same. And those that say, well, it's, justice was done, no one's above the law. Oh, a lot of people seem to be above the law. Right now we have the freedom to bitch about this. But for how long? Davos people want control. Remember what they say. You will own nothing. America will not be number one. What do you think that means? It means America. You say you own nothing to be happy. It means you own nothing and you will shut up. Trump is the only one that stands in their way. Think of another leader in the Republican Party who could take up Trump's mantle, the populist mantle, go against the World Economic Forum, and what? Tell me his name. I want to hear it. Trump has stood up there constantly fighting this. But come after him. I said it in our earlier interview that I was afraid what would happen after November, and everyone thinks that Trump's going to win, and they find out that Biden won. I was afraid for that day. This just proves it. Will there be riots now that Trump has been found guilty? No. But setting up that there may be riots later. Well, I don't know. I'm just watching this here in New York and saying, I can't believe the Democrats are so foolish. But then I remember, they're taking orders from above, from Davos. So you have to expect something like this. They don't care. They're in Switzerland. But an arrest happens in America, they just don't care. As long as they get it done. Trump out, Biden in. If it's a fair election, that it's not rigging the election, I think they will ultimately end it, they have to. I don't think Trump's going to win, to be honest, and I don't think it's because it's going to be an unfair election. But if it was a fair election, ultimately what would decide it would be inflation, which is outrageous. I'm not going to go here on it. I just did my shopping, and I paid $9 for some butter. That's probably the last time I'll get butter. I just can't afford this. What this trial means is that the Davos system worked. Bragg was put in there to do one thing, as the others were, to harass Trump, and he got his verdict. He pleased his masters. But to America, dark days are ahead. This is going to cause a lot of problems as it is. Oh, Congress will bitch and squawk. A lot of certain commentators will make noises. No. But it'll be after the November election, when they'll do the same thing, bitch and squawk and make noise. But it'll be up to the American people, not just to vote, but whether they accept this theft. Because the theft is coming. If you think they're going to allow Trump to win, grow up. Get a brain. It will then be up to the American people if they want a free country or not. I said I'm always worried about the day after, but I'm prepared for it, and I'll give a lot different speech then. This is Polly out. One final note. If you made it this far, would you please subscribe? It helps. Thank you.